All right, so I'm here at the school. I came in to do some videos here at the school, and I'm excited to be back in the school, but kind of sad that you guys aren't actually here with me. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but here we go. I'm going to talk about our next video in Math 1. It's on the triangle inequality theorem. So this theorem says that any two sides of a triangle, when added together, are greater than the third side. This is a 4 down there. It's kind of a glare. That's a little bit easier to see, huh? Okay, so any two sides added together are going to be greater than that third side. For example, in this triangle, if I add 3 plus 6, that's 9, which is greater than 4. 6 plus 4 is 10, which is greater than the third side, 3. And 3 plus 4 is 7, which is greater than the third side, 6. So it works for all three. So you're going to have some questions on your quiz that are going to give you some line segments, and they're going to say, can these line segments form a triangle? So we're going to add any two sides, and they've got to be greater. I noticed that this bottom side is the longest. It's 15. So these two sides need to add to be greater than that. So 8 plus 7. 8 plus 7 is 15. So it's not greater than the third side, it's equal to it. So no, these ones cannot form a triangle because these two add to the third side, so it would not work. So let's try a few other examples. I'm just going to erase these numbers. And we're going to write some new numbers in. So let's say we have 5, 2, and 10. Okay, again, this is my third side, or my longest side. And since it's the longest, these two need to add to be greater than that. So 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. Is 7 greater than 10? No. So this cannot form a triangle. Again, it falls short of forming a triangle. So let's try this again. Let's try some others. Let's try to think of some that might give us a triangle. So if I start with 4 and 6, okay, 4 plus 6 is 10. If I want this to be a triangle, then my third side needs to be less than 10. So say 8. 8 is less than 10. So these three would form a triangle. Okay, so that is the triangle inequality theorem. Any two sides need to be greater. The sum of any two sides needs to be greater than the third side. Okay, let's see. Let's say you have a triangle has two sides of length 6 and 9. What could the third side be? That's kind of like this. So if you have a triangle with two side lengths of 6 and 9, you need to add those together, and that's 15. 6 plus 9 is 15. Sorry, I skipped out of the video. Okay, 6 plus 9 is 15, so our third side needs to be anything smaller than 15, but also it can't be too small. Okay, so we need to have that third side must be less than 15, okay? So I'm gonna just use that little less than symbol. So our third side must be less than 15, but a part with the triangle inequality is if we get that third side to be too small, obviously a big glaring example would be 0, right? If we have our third side being 0, which is less than 15, we don't actually have a triangle then, because we'd have the two side lengths of 6 and 9 laying on top of each other, and there would be no distance in between them. Okay, so we need that third side to have some distance that will fit between, and we actually take these same two numbers and we're going to subtract them. So 9 minus 6 is 3. So the third side needs to be greater than 3. So it's less than 15 and greater than 3. I'm going to call the third side x. So our third side has to be any number between 3 and 15. For example, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, any of those will work. Okay, so let's try another one of these. I'm going to erase this because I feel like I'm kind of sneaking out of the video and I don't need to. Okay, so a triangle has two sides, 10 and 14. Okay, our two side lengths are 10 and 14, and we want to know what that third side can be. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add these. 10 plus 14 is 24, and now we subtract. So our third side can be any, ooh, sorry, there's a glare. So that is 4, well, you know 14 minus 10 is 4. Hopefully you don't need to see that. So our third side has to be anything between 4, oops, where did I write it to? 4 and 24. That's probably why I was thinking. Okay, so our third side could be 5, it could be 23, it could be 18, any number between 4 and 24. That does not include 4 and 24 itself. It's the number strictly in between. Okay, true or false? It's possible to build a triangle with side length of 5, 5, and 10. Okay, so if you have the side lengths of 5, 5, and 10, can you build a triangle out of those? So we are going to add two sides together and see if they are greater than the third side. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Is 10 greater than 10? No. So this one would be false. Okay, and that is the triangle inequality theorem. So you just need to add and subtract your two sides to come up with your third side length possibilities, or add them to see if it can form a triangle if you're given 3 line segments. Okay, good luck. Let me know if you have any further questions, and I will try and help you as best I can.